guys. Okay, so let me start by saying growing up I've always been in the heavier side. I was at my heaviest at like 210 pounds in high school. In middle school I was like in the high 90s, like 190. I was really short. I'm still short now. I'm 5'3". And I would say that growing up I was pretty active. Like I was joining dance classes and ballet. I even signed up for a ballet classes. I was even doing like shows, like, you know, like Nutcracker and stuff at my heaviest. And my mom would definitely grab me to go run. I would walk to school, it'd be 2 miles. And yeah, that's basically, I was pretty active, and for some reason I was gaining like a lot of weight. I was like, okay, maybe I was just maybe born like this. Like I just like accepted it that I was like this size. I decided that I wanted to make a change when I moved out of New York City and I moved to Georgia for a year. I was like pretty bored. It's like pretty boring out there, so I was just like, you know what? So basically my aunt had a little gym downstairs, so I was like, you know what, like I'm bored, let me just like, you know, work out a little bit. And like where the area was, or in the suburbs, so like we had trails and like very long trails that we can travel from. And my mom was like, okay, like maybe like before school, like we can just go walking. So I'm like, all right. So I made that effort to go walking. I did lose like a lot of weight though. I probably lost maybe like 20 pounds. So then I moved back to New York City, because New York City is like, it's very accessible to get like food, like snacks, because it's a deli right there. Because like out of state, it's like you kind of have to, if you don't have a car, you have to walk like 30 minutes just to go to a Dollar General. So it's like you're getting the exercise in, but in New York City, everything's bus and train. And so that's when I actually put back on the weight, maybe like an extra 25 pounds back, maybe more heavier. And I was also working for kids, so they also had like a lot of snacks for the kids, and I was just like, you know, eat some. So yeah, that was like basically the story of my life. Fast forward maybe like another 2 to 3 years. I was going to the gym, but I didn't know what I was doing. Like I was just doing excessive cardio, like very excessive cardio. Like I'll go to the gym, stay in the treadmill, because I remember like one of my so-called friends was like, okay, to lose weight you gotta be at the treadmill for like, she wasn't telling me the truth. Like, you know how sometimes people be gatekeeping. So she was just like, okay, so let's just stay in the treadmill for like an hour every day and just like go home. So I'm like, okay, so that's how she lost the weight. But again, maybe people's a little different, but I was like, okay, so I tried doing cardio like every single day, like every time I went to the gym. And then for some reason I got worn out, and I was just like, okay, I'm not enjoying the gym because like I just hated cardio. So then quarantine happened, so then the gyms were closed, so I ended up exercising at home. But that's when I was like suffering from like living conditions, so I would do a little exercise at home, but I was getting a lot of weight. I had my wisdom tooth taken out, so I was just getting like sick, and the antibiotics that they put me on was too strong, so I was just like getting a ton of more weight after that. And I would insert some pictures too, like after, and then my skin was just looking so bad. I was just looking so bad, so I was just like, okay, it's time for me to make a change. So then we moved out of that apartment. I was still exercising. I was still doing the same amount of excessive cardio. Like I didn't know what I was doing. So then after a while I was like, you know what? I don't know what just clicked to me, but I actually started watching Lena Lifts, if you guys know who that is. I'll probably insert like a picture or like a link. I have to say I definitely have to give it to her, because she kind of like, she never said that she was lifting weights, but she would always lift weights, and I was like really like obsessed with her. So I was like, you know what, maybe I should copy her. Maybe I should just like lift weights and see how that goes. So then I lifted like a little bit of weights at the time, but I still didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, okay, let me just lift weights and cardio. But for some reason I was just so stuck on the cardio. Like I was scared if I just like eliminated cardio, like I would not like burn calories. I was more focused on like burning calories. And my diet was like fucking horrible. I would probably eat like fried chicken cutlet in the morning, smoothie in the evening, maybe like a McDonald's shake, and then like maybe like cereal at night. Like I didn't know what I was doing, but I was still exercising. I was still trying until fast forward until now, like maybe January. Fast forward until January of this year, everything just like clicked to me for some reason. I was gaining weight. I was still going to the gym, gaining weight, but something just clicked to me. I don't know what it is, but I seen a video that I was on set in December. Somebody took a picture of me and I was just like, she really getting back to weight? I'm exercising for what? For what reason? That's when I was like, okay, let me actually sit down, do my research, and it just went from there. So then at the ending of January, I was like, you know what, from now on, I'm gonna just stick to vegetables and make my cutoff time to stop eating at 7 o'clock. I was working at a club at the time, so I was working late nights. I just felt like the weight just coming off like slowly. So I was like, okay. So then I actually started doing more research, and then I was like, okay, I need to have split days. And that's when it just went from there, and then that's how I lost weight. So tip 1, I'll definitely say change your mindset. When I say change your mindset has to kind of be there. This year, my mind is just like totally different. I'm more productive. I more want to get up and actually do stuff. Like I want to, like, you know, like now I'm actually going out for auditions. I'm actually having goals in life. You know, I'm posting more on like YouTube, Instagram. Definitely pray a lot and just cut off all your friends. I had friends, but I was just like, you know what, let me just cut everybody else and just focus on me. Like no relationships right now, let me just focus on me. And that's when everything just clicked, and I was just like, okay, let me go running in the morning. I just made this discipline just to go on this self-love journey. So I'll definitely say change your mindset first before you even like start dieting, because if you're not in the right mindset, if you're always depressed all the time, or you have somebody to think about, like you just end up binge eating and just, yeah. Tip 2, eating habits. Eating habits, again, like how I started in the beginning, I was scared to eat food, eat little things like snacks and cookies. Like I would lose weight, I'll be skinny if I just like don't eat a lot and just eat like a cookie a day. For some reason that was really bad. Tip 3, that's really important. I'll definitely say height matters a lot, actually. Height really matters, because I would always like copy the taller fitness influencers. Like they would eat like big portions of like food, and I'll be like, okay, I can eat like that. But like I just now realized like this year, or like maybe like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, that I have to be eating like really low, because I'm really short. I'm 5'3", and those big meals that these 5'9" girls, 5'7" girls, those models that you see on YouTube, they eating big portions because they're like tall. They can exert that energy, and just, but if you're short, it really does. It matters a lot, actually. When you're shorter, it's easier to put on like weight, or it's easier to build muscle than like a taller person. That's why you have to eat a lot. So definitely height matters for sure. Tip 4, excessive cardio. Guys, when I was telling you guys in the beginning, I was afraid to lift weights. I would always think that I would get bulky, look like a man. If I don't do cardio, like I'll gain back all the weight. Especially when you're short, I feel like you shouldn't do too much cardio. Still do cardio, but I try to limit it. So like in the morning, like the first thing I'll probably do is a little elliptical, maybe for like 10 to 15 minutes, just to get my body right. Then like I'll start, you know, doing like weightlifting. I'll definitely say if you're gonna do cardio, I walk a lot. Say like maybe in the morning you do like your strength training, and then like if you have time throughout the day, like I'll probably go for like a little walk and just like listen to my music and just go for a nice stroll, like for like an hour walk if you can. That's like that. But the excessive cardio was like fucking crazy, because like I was running on that treadmill for like 2 hours, an hour, and it's like for what? It was like not doing nothing for me. So, and because like especially cardio, it kind of, you want to eliminate stress, because stress kind of makes you hold on to the weight as well. Tip 5, strength training. Strength training and split days. I've been sleeping on strength training. I say definitely start picking up a dumbbell. Like I've started doing dumbbell this year, just like strength dumbbells. Like before I even started using machines, I've started using dumbbells. I've increased every like 5 pounds. Split days, you have Sunday. Sunday could be leg day. Monday could be like back and biceps. Tuesday could be glute day, Wednesday could be triceps, chest, and then Thursday I'll probably do legs again. Like, it depends on your goals, because I want it to be like slim thick and I want it to have big legs. So I'll definitely say do more of like what you're trying to achieve. So if you're trying to achieve like a bigger legs, I say do more split days. Do 2 more days or 3 more days of legs. That's what I do. I just train really hard and progressive overload. Make sure you're training like hard, and the squats, just make sure you're just like feeling it. But training is key to anything, honestly. When I was bigger, I was losing weight like maybe. But like now that I'm losing weight, it's like getting a little harder. I'm like getting this plateau, and then when you do hit the plateau, I feel like maybe you're exercising too much, so maybe go on a week break. Number 6 goes back to saying you're not getting enough rest, like you're not having enough rest days. Recently, I feel like I've been like exercising, but my body was just telling me that I need to chill for a little bit. So that's what I'm doing now, just chilling for a little bit. I'm actually losing a little more weight. Rest, like you don't have to exercise every day. Like maybe just take a minute and just a week, just don't exercise and see how your body relaxes and just like loses the fat. Because like again, stress kind of like holds on to the weight. So I'll definitely say don't try to stress too much. Tip number 7, guys. Stop copying and comparing to other fitness influencers. Definitely that. I know you guys can be inspired, but don't, because sometimes people just be lying. Like these fitness influencers be lying. Like some of them be getting BBLs, some of them be getting lipo, some of them already been fit already, and like you're trying to copy them. And it just try to be on your own journey. You could be inspired, but don't really copy them. And even down to like fitness influencers on Instagram, like the exercise that they're showing you on Instagram is not really what they're really doing in like in person. Because I'm a culprit of that. I post a lot of fitness videos on Instagram, and like some of them I really don't do. I'm just posting it just to post it, but it's like ideas that you can do, but like I don't really exercise like that. I exercise maybe way more vigorous than like how I exercise on Instagram. So I also learned to like stop copying like fitness influencers and stuff. Definitely that. And also their height plays a role too. They probably could be 5'9", and I'm like, and you're probably like 5'2", and you're like, how come I'm eating like her but I'm gaining weight? Or like how come, or like the 5'9" person you could be 5'9" and copying a 5'3" person, and you'd be like, how come this girl is like packing on so much muscle and I'm not? I'm copying her. You know what I mean? Like just try to focus on yourself and just be influenced and learn about yourself and learn about your body. And I'm still learning how to do that right now. So tip number 8, calorie deficit. Make sure you're on a calorie deficit if you're trying to lose weight. Don't decrease calories so much, but try to maybe take out maybe at least like 400 calories less. So in a calorie deficit, okay, so I'll give you examples. So right now I'm still on a calorie deficit. So I'll definitely say in the morning, I'll pack up on like a lot of protein. So I'll have like 6 turkey bacons, 5 eggs, and I'll just eat that with cheese. And it will keep me full for like basically technically for like the whole day until like snack or like dinner. So snack, I'll probably have like a little small portion of like yogurt, Greek yogurt. That's added calorie, that's added protein. And then for dinner, I'll just have like a turkey patty or like a salmon or like sushi. It just, you can eat, you know what I mean? Like I didn't know that you can eat and still be in a calorie deficit, you know what I mean? Just limit the snacks if you can. Tip number 9, protein intake. Just make sure you're getting enough protein in. Like make sure your diet is just full of protein. Like I'm not trying to, I know people might hate me for this, but I'm not a vegan. Like vegans is like, yes, they have protein in it, but they have like a certain, it's like a certain protein that it doesn't have like the animal. Like try to eat like, because we're mammals, you know, try to copy a tiger, how a tiger eats. A tiger eats just straight meat. So what I would do, I would just eat straight meat. And then sometimes definitely I wouldn't say don't stay away from veggies, but I would have veggies on the side. But I'll definitely say that protein is what really helped me lose the weight like this. So try your best to have like incorporate protein in every meal that you have if you can. Last one, I'll definitely say it's not really that important, but it did kind of aid me to help me lose weight, is tip number 9, supplements. I've used supplements, but I've used creatine, and it's like kind of like a muscle builder. So I'll definitely say I've done that in my weight loss journey. I feel like if it helped, it did honestly make me bloated in so many ways, like especially in my legs. But then once I stopped getting off on it, I definitely feel like it helped me like tone up. So I'll definitely say you could try adding like supplements. And I've used green products. I've definitely tried using protein powders, but I've stopped that now only because like I want to start being natural and just eating like straight natural products. And yeah, that's basically about it about me and my fitness journey. I'm still technically still on it. I'm still trying my best to post more like fitness related stuff, and I'm still on this journey. If you guys watch my videos, I have posted like glow up diaries. I was a little bigger 4 months ago where I posted before, but now I feel like I'm still losing more weight. It's like the proof in the pudding, you know what I mean? However you say it. And yeah, that's basically about it. I just hope that I can help you guys. You know, you guys can feel free to go in the comments and just let me know what's up. Like I can answer each one of you guys about, because I've always wanted that support growing up. Like I've never known what the fuck I was doing, but now I just. And then there's like certain YouTubers that actually help me along the way. Lena Lives, April Whitney. If you're short, my height, April Whitney. I definitely say like definitely watch your videos if you're struggling to lose weight, especially as a petite. And yeah, guys, I just hope that I can help you guys, and that's basically the ending of the video. Bye, babies.